Hi there, this is Fast 800 Mama. I owe you all a YouTube video and an update. There's quite a few questions for me to answer today that you've all sent in, so I'll get started on that. I am on week 7, day 2 at the moment, and I'm feeling really good today. I did have a weight gain over the weekend. I was off plan for most of the weekend, but I'm still feeling really good today, back into it. I've had a longer fast time this morning trying to kick myself into ketosis as quickly as I can. I'm feeling really good. It's not in the book, so if you're following the book to the T, don't listen to me. But if you're, I'm just experimenting, seeing what works for my body if I do have days off plan. So I think I'm up to about, what time is it? It's like 1:30. So I'm up to, I'm about to I'll have lunch at 2 o'clock. So I've just pushed it back. I think it was an extra 2 hours past that. I think I was doing 16:8, so it must be 18:6 today. So we'll see how it goes, see what my results are tomorrow morning. Can't hurt to try. So let me get started on the questions. First question, do you ever get hungry? How do you manage that? Yes, I get hungry, and it's usually in the morning following a higher carb or starch dinner. If I get hungry, the first thing I do is have 1 or 2 big glasses of water, and that usually helps. It stops it's not usually hunger if I'm feeling hungry. If that doesn't work, I'll have a cup of tea with a dash of milk, or a long black with a dash of milk if I haven't already had a coffee in the day. If that doesn't work, I'll have another glass of water. And if that doesn't work, I'll eat. I don't think, when I've lost weight in the past, I've had a lot of hunger during those times, and it's been about 10 years since I've lost weight. But in the past, I remember, not eating much and trying to lose weight, and it just I want this one to be sustainable. I want to be able to do it, maintain it long term, and if my weight does creep up at all, get on top of it and drop it back down to a reasonable weight quickly. So I don't want to starve myself, and I don't want to go hungry. And I am training for that triathlon, so I do need to listen to my body. So if I am hungry, I will eat. Next question, what do you think about when you get to the point where you want to eat something bad, the breaking point? This happened last night, and I broke. So it's not a great day for me to give advice on this one. But I guess in the first 4 weeks, I was really strong. I'd planned those 2 off-plan days. And I didn't really, if I felt like I wanted a sweet, I just allocated it into my budget of calories. And it was usually some 90% Lindt dark chocolate. There's that Halo ice cream I think I've spoken about as well. I am still trying to get away from that. That's what I had last night. It's low in calories, but it's not natural. So I'm still working on that one. What do I think about? In the past, it was that feeling of being healthy and fit that I was trying to feel and think about. That would prevent me from having anything bad. There was one time when I went for a walk when I felt like I wanted to have something, not bad, but a treat. So I went for a walk, which is unheard of for me. And that felt good. I really felt good after that. So it's something we could try again. I could try again, and you could too, if we got to that point. Next question, milk in tea or coffee. I have been having goat's milk in tea or coffee. My hand has been getting heavier and heavier, so I've started measuring again. And this morning I did 2 teaspoons of goat's milk in my coffee, and that was fine. I was measuring last week, and I was doing 2 tablespoons of goat's milk. So I'm just trying to lighten up on that to maintain that fast as best as I can through the morning. How long are you staying in the 800 for? I'm going to aim for 12 weeks, depending on how I feel with my training as well for the triathlon. If not, I'll do 8 weeks, and then I might, those last 2 weeks before my race, I might actually start eating a bit more. Still within the, good nutritious food. But I may need to for energy and just to get myself ready for that race, up the calories for 2 weeks, and then I'll be back on the Fast 800 for another. I'll make up, I guess, for 12 weeks, so to get to the total of 12 weeks, or I'll see how I go. I don't know what weight I'll be at that time, so we'll just see how we go. But I did plan to do it for 12 weeks. What scales do you use? I think they're called Tanita. They're really old. They used to, they can do body fat percentage, but I've lost, I've had them for about 12 years, I think. So I've lost the manual, so I'll work that out, but I haven't done body fat percentage on them. I just do weight. They're really good scales though. They've lasted really well. Tanita, Tanita, I think it is. So you can look that up. At what point to start exercising? Before breaking the fast, or later in the day, or just when you can? As a mum, I exercise when I can. Sometimes it's between dropping the kids off at school and starting work. Sometimes it's late in the day, straight after dinner. I'll go to the gym or the pool with a full stomach. And sometimes it's before the kids get out of bed at 5:30 in the morning, just to fit it in. So whenever you can. In terms of when in the process of the Fast 800 did I start to exercise, I wanted to spend the first 2 weeks focusing just on diet. It ended up being, I think, the first 4 weeks, just to make sure I was in the rhythm, and I felt ready to exercise. I think I did a few sessions during those first few weeks. I remember the first swim I did might have been week 1, and I was a little bit lightheaded. So I didn't do another one for a week, and then I've done some walks and that. But proper exercise I started in week 5, I think it was. What's that next question is drinking during the Fast 800. On Saturday, I had my very first glass of red wine during, so the very first glass in 7 weeks. And red wine was my drink of choice previously. I have had 4 or 6 gin and tonics during those first 6 weeks as well. Not all at once, spread out. I guess I could have done gin and soda, but I wanted gin and tonics. I had gin and tonic, but I haven't been drinking alcohol through it, other than there were those 3 occasions, I think it was, I had 2 gin and tonics each occasion, and then on the weekend I had 2 glasses of red wine on Saturday, and that was the day I was off plan. How have you fitted meals in around family, kids, sickness, holidays? I've fitted the Fast 800 into my family's routine. I haven't tried to fit my family into it, if that makes sense. So we typically eat at an early dinner around 5:30, 6 o'clock. My husband starts work early, finishes work early, so he's home by 5:30 or 6 o'clock at the latest. So we have dinner together as a family then. And that's what I've maintained, that consistent dinner time. During the day, during the work day, I can eat whenever I want. So, and it doesn't affect anybody. So I no longer have my breakfast. I'll have lunch when it's due, usually around 12 o'clock. If I'm hungry, I'll eat earlier and have a third meal between lunch and dinner. And it's usually yogurt and berries, but we just eat I guess if we're talking about what type of food to fit in around the family holidays and the kids and that, in sickness. So when I was sick, I had toast, but I tried to keep that within the 800 calories, which worked because I wasn't hungry at all anyway. In terms of the types of food we're eating and the kids eat what we eat anyway and always have. They even eat chili, so they're just eating what we eat. They're not a fan of feta and olives, things like that. But I still serve them to them. I think kids need to they say that they need to taste something, I think it's 10 times before you can truly believe their taste buds. So I just keep dishing up what I'm dishing up my husband and I, serving it to them and seeing if they'll eat it. And sometimes they surprise us. So they just eat what we eat. And I've adapted those regular meals that I was already serving the family. I've adapted them. So spaghetti bolognese, they still get spaghetti bolognese, and our spaghetti bolognese has always had a lot of vegetables in it. For myself, though, I just do broccoli or zucchini or something on the side. For myself, no pasta, and put the bolognese sauce on top of that. So I just adapt my meals, but they're the typical family meals that we've been eating in the past as well. We've always eaten quite healthily. I've always eaten too much, though, and that's been my problem with weight as well. How to explain to others what you're doing without them thinking you're starving yourself. I haven't had this problem. I've not needed to explain anything to anyone. My mother-in-law she suggested this diet to me in the beginning, so she was on board from the beginning. My family are a very supportive family, so my sisters and my dad have been really supportive about it. One of my sisters is doing the Whole30 approach at the moment, so I'm supporting her with that. And my other sister's doing a lot more exercise as well. So we just support each other in whatever we want to do, and we're trying at the time. I guess, though, if I was caught in the situation where I needed to explain it to somebody, I think for myself, I would probably avoid saying anything until they ask questions about it, and being quite vague. If they said, how have you lost your weight? I would probably say through eating well and exercise, or something like that. If I'm going for a meal with people and I feel like if I was to feel like I needed to explain it, I'd probably fast all day and eat normally with them for less explanation, but that's just who I am and how I would approach a situation. I want this approach to fit into my life long term. So I would be finding strategies that meant I don't want to draw attention to myself in a group setting if we're out for dinner. So I'd just order what I wanted to order and eat it and say that that's what I wanted to order. I wouldn't be highlighting the diet that I'm on, if that makes sense. I think that's all the questions. I hope I haven't missed any for anybody. If there are any other questions, just comment below. Again, this video feels really uncomfortable for me. I'm trying to not look at my self in the camera there. So I hope it's okay. And wish you all the best on your Fast 800 journey. If you're on it, if you're not doing it, there's been a lot of, I'm in this Facebook group, and there's a lot of people saying that they're scared to start or they're about to start. I'm not sure how many people start it or not when they're about to start, but I say just start, just give it a go. Focus on 800 calories a day, or maybe even start at 1,000 calories a day and work down. Focus on changing the food you eat, making sure it's healthy, nutritious, and it's going to fuel your body. And just go for it. Don't, what's there to worry about? What's there to be scared about? You might be where you are today next week, or you might be, 5 kilos lighter, 10 pounds lighter. Who knows? Give it a go and good luck. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day. Bye.